We are discussing the Caitanya-bhagavata. Caitanya-bhagavata, how Vrindavana Thakur. So in the beginning of the book, Vrindavana Thakur is discussing the subject of the book. In which khanda, which part of the book, what is the subject there? And he's describing in brief. Quer que eu bote transmissor para ele em português? Para você ouvir? Okay? So there are three khandas, three sections. Adi-khanda, Madhya-khanda and Shiva-khanda. So he glorified Nityananda Prabhu. Vrindavana Thakur is called Caitanya-bhagavata avatar. So Vyasadeva wrote the Vedas and the Krishna's pastimes, and in the same way Vyasa and pastimes of Mahaprabhu is Vrindavana Thakur. So Vrindavana Thakur is glorifying Nityananda. For some days already, we have been hearing the glories of Nityananda. Mahaprabhu ki Lila. Okay. The pastimes of Mahaprabhu are the abode of bliss. Adi-khanda, Madhya-khanda and Shiva-khanda, three parts of the book Caitanya-bhagavata. In Adi-khanda you see how Mahaprabhu was born, his bliss. This is in Adi-khanda. In the Madhya-khanda, about Mahaprabhu's Nam Sankirtan, and Shiva-khanda, how he went to Nilachala and took sannyas and went to Nilachala. Mahaprabhu stayed in Jagannatha Puri and relished all the modes. This is described. Mahaprabhu offered everything to Nityananda Prabhu. Mahaprabhu never forgot Navadvipa and Navadvipa Vasis. Our home, like our birth land, is higher than heaven. Our mother and motherland is higher than Swarga. What is the birthplace of Mahaprabhu? Jogpit. In Navadvipa Dham, Gaurachandra. So Mahaprabhu has a lot of affection to Navadvipa Dham Vasis. Like Krishna, he has affection towards whom? The Brajavasis. And Jagannatha has affection towards whom? Those who reside in Nilachal and Ramachandra affection to the Ayodhya-vasis. He even gave up his own wife because of the Ayodhya-vasis, Ramachandra. Ramachandra, what did he do? For his subjects, means for the Ayodhya-vasis, he has sent Sita Devi to the forest. But Mahaprabhu has a lot of affection for the Navadvipa vasis. So Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas. Ramachandra didn't take sannyas. And Krishna also did not take sannyas. Jagannatha also haven't taken sannyas. Isn't it? 3 are grihasthas. Who? Ramachandra, Jagannatha and Krishna. Jagannatha means? Because Jagannatha is part of Dvaraka. So Jagannatha means Dvarakadshisha Krishna matlab Dvarakadshisha Krishna. 3 of them are grihasthas. And Mahaprabhu, what is he? He followed grihastha dharma and he took sannyas. And after that, he started staying in Nilachal Dham. But thinking about whom? Navadvipa Dham and Navadvipa vasis. He has a lot of affection and possessiveness towards the Navadvipa vasis. That's why Mahaprabhu says, I cannot go to Navadvipa because a sannyasi never, ever can come back to his birthplace. Caitanya-bhagavata explains, a sannyasi should never ever go to his own village. Mahaprabhu said they cannot stay in Navadvipa, but I have affection for the Navadvipa vasis. So he told Lord Nityananda, you should take care of all the Navadvipa vasis. Nityananda Prabhu used to go where? To Jagannatha Puri to stay with Mahaprabhu for 2 months. And then Mahaprabhu after used to say, go back to Gaurachandra, to Bengal. And you should pacify the Navadvipa vasis. Understand? Just like Krishna, he left Vrindavana and went to Mathura and Dwaraka. But he never ever forgot the Brajavasis. Krishna was always crying for the Brajavasis. During the day, he used to take care of the kingdom of Dwaraka. But during the night, he used to remember the Brajavasis. And Krishna used to cry. He would see the blue Jamuna that used to flow, making the sound kal kal kal. All the kunjas on the banks of the Jamuna, where Shri Krishna used to make with the gopis, like pastimes, meeting them. Where is that? Where is that now? Do you remember your childhood? What happened in your childhood? How you used to play, isn't it? Where is your family house? You're from Kashmir. Oh, you're from Kashmir. Like she got married in Delhi, but her original family is from... First I was in Kashmir, then we moved to Delhi. But now no one's there from her family. But her father is still alive. He lives in Chandani Chowk. So her family now shifted to Delhi, even her own family, mother, father. But my childhood is spent in Kashmir. Do you remember Kashmir? You remember everything. Maybe the place have changed. The place has changed. The place of your childhood now is like full of houses, buildings, I don't even know. But when you remember how it was when you used to live there, isn't it? So Mahaprabhu says, Nitai, go. Where? Gaurachandra. And pacify the Gauravasis. Just like Krishna sent Uddhav. Oh yeah, I was speaking about how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. So in Navadvipa, Jagannatha Mishra is there. She's just showed actually. And Devaki is also inside. And Jagannatha Mishra is directly Nanda Maharaj. And Vasudev Maharaj is also inside him. So here it's described. The month of Falgun, on the day of the full moon, Mahaprabhu appeared. Mahaprabhu appeared when there was moon eclipse. How did Mahaprabhu appear? When there was a lunar eclipse. Everyone was chanting the name of Krishna. And they were bathing the Ganga. Have you bathed in the Ganges? So bathing the Ganges and chanting holy names. In the Adi-khanda it's described Mahaprabhu was in the form of a baby. And he showed many pastimes to Jagannatha Mishra and Shachima. Jagannatha Mishra used to serve as Shalagram Sila Narayana. Do you do this? You don't serve Shalagram. Shalagram Seva. And then he saw, after serving Shalagram, he saw that on the courtyard of his house there was some very small footprints with all the symbols like flag, chakra, gold, elephant gourd. Anyway, so Jagannatha Mishra started thinking, who has these footprints in my house? Maybe because Shila is Narayana himself. So Narayana has come here because I see these footprints of many symbols. But this Gaura Narayana, Gaura Sundar, is performing these pastimes of Vatsalya Bhav. And because of Vatsalya Bhav, because of the Vatsalya Bhav, Jagannatha Mishra could not understand. Such a beautiful explanation. He's describing briefly each of the pastimes here. How baby Nimai wears such beautiful ornaments and beautiful clothes. Beautiful baby. He's wearing like golden ornaments, some bangles. And two thieves came. So the thieves thought, we want to steal all his ornaments. Mahaprabhu is saying, Bhagavan, oh, okay. It's been so long that since I have ever jumped in someone's shoulders. When I was in Krishna's pastimes, I went in the shoulders of Trinavarta. Do you remember this pastime? So Trinavarta also took baby Gopal to the sky. And then Krishna sitting on his neck and holding his head. And that time there was no airplane, So Krishna had a... Oh, I want to at least once fly in an airplane. Krishna was thinking. So what did Krishna do? Sat on Trinavarta. So Krishna Nimai started remembering this Lila. Do you like to fly? Do you like to fly? So Nimai thought, okay, let me sit on the shoulders of these thieves, because no one will come without the inspiration of Nimai. Because Nimai, Gaurachandra, actually he was also sitting in the heart of the thieves. In the heart. Isn't he? Like God is in the heart of the thieves. So he gave explanation. So the thieves thought, let's take this boy very far. And when there's a solitary place, we'll steal all his golden ornaments. Gaurachandra said, oh, very cool, very nice. So the thieves came and showed him candy, and baby Nimai started salivating, like drooling. Jogamaya made pastime at that time, like arranged that at that time, Sachidevi and Jagannatha Mishra, and all of the people from the house, the servants and all, Ishan and others, no one was around. Gopal baby was alone, standing near the door. And he couldn't walk properly, still a little bit like tumuk, like not walking properly. He's still too baby, né? And the thief came and showed the candy to him, and the baby drooling with eagerness to eat the candy. So the thief caught him and took him on his shoulder. But Nimai said, oh, nice. Then he saw all the city. He went around all the city. Finally, he came back again to the same place, like his house, Nimai's house. And in this moment, Jagannatha Mishra, Sachidevi, and the others, they're searching, where is Gopal? Sorry, where is Nimai? Where is baby Nimai? This is the influence of Jogamaya is that no one saw the thief. Thief didn't see also anyone. So the thief just went around in the city. Then when he came back to Nimai's house, he saw that there were many people there. So the thief just left Nimai back, like drops him back. Mahaprabhu is Swayam Bhagavan. So Bhagavan was like, you guys are fasting, but I will not fast. So it was Ekadashi. On the day of Ekadashi, Nimai started crying and said, I want to eat rice. Where to get rice? You go to Jagadish and Hiranya, these two devotees, they have cooked some rice on the day of Ekadashi to offer to the deities, so go there and bring me some rice. And Nimai started crying. Finally, Jagannatha Mishra and Shachidevi brought from this devotee's house some Ekadashi, some rice, even on the day of Ekadashi. What is the teaching in this Lila Mahaprabhu wants to say? Jiva Tata and Bhagavatata are not the same. Bhagavan, he is independent, Supreme Lord. He's the independent Supreme Lord. So actually on the day of Ekadashi, even the day of fastings, we should offer rice to the deities. For the deity we have to offer. But should not eat that food, but we have to offer to Krishna. So now Thakur ate, I also eat. No. So Mahaprabhu manifests some pastime. Also later on, another day, Mahaprabhu asked his mom, I want ask for a benediction. What? Don't eat rice anymore on the day of Ekadashi. Another day he asked his mom. So this is also another teaching. So to teach the Jivas Bhagavandas these kinds of pastimes. That's why some people of some sampradayas, they say, oh, Mahaprabhu himself ate rice. Why won't we? Isn't it? Give me an example. They give this example. When Mahaprabhu was living in Jagannatha Puri, so we see how he was following strongly, like very strictly Ekadashi. In Navadvipa also, Mahaprabhu also said, don't eat rice in the day of Ekadashi. He also told in Navadvipa. So Adi-khanda, Mahaprabhu was like a baby and crying, and when he was crying, if someone would sing Krishna Krishna, he would stop crying. So what's happening in the Adi-khanda? Like for example, after Vishvarupa took sannyas, Madhya said, you don't need to. Madhya told Nimai, you should not study, otherwise go to school, otherwise you'll become like Vishvarupa, and she was afraid Nimai also would take sannyas. So Shachimata said, no need to go to school. And Shachimata prohibited Nimai baby to go, a small kid, to go to school. And what did Nimai do? I think I don't understand these words, Bhajya-ani. Means, for example, in Bengal they cook with clay pots. Nowadays people don't cook in clay pots. Everywhere they cook with steel things. steel pots and pans. But in the past, they used to cook with clay pots. So especially in Bengal, chancho means? Chancho means? Means in Bengal they have a lot of conception like this pure, this is impure. Like if you hear, I don't think what you're gonna think about it, but a man in Bengal, if they go to like in the jungle where people go for number 2, they don't need to wash their clothes. But if a woman goes, they need to wash their clothes in the forest where they go for number 2. Because women, if they were in their clothes and they go for number 2, they need to have a shower. But men don't know. Even mothers, if they do number 2, and she hasn't showered, if someone would touch her, the person will also have a shower, would bathe. It doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. If you touch someone who has gone for number 2 and have a shower, women, if you touch women like this, then you need to have a shower. Kampe. So in Bengal it's not so cold, not so hot, but not so much. Not like in Delhi and Vrindavana. That's so hot or so cold. It's not like that in Bengal. Maybe for 1 month, but still also raining. Then becomes like cold. This year you can see April and we're still wearing sweater here. We're feeling cold here, huh? During the night. You need to use a blanket. Or you sleep with a fan. Just use the fan just to set the mosquitoes away. So Gurudev is saying, in Bengal they have all these conceptions of like if someone died in the family or if someone had a baby in the family, they have all these conceptions if the family is pure, impure, like this. So they cook with clay pots, with this clay pot in the fire. So if someone dies in the family, you need to throw away the clay pots. There's a special place. All the people from the village go there and keep the old, like not old, like contaminated clay pots in one place. The place of this place called Bajja-an. There are many conceptions in villages. If someone goes there, also needs to have a shower. Just by going there. Nowadays, I don't know who is following these rules. Slowly. Still, you can find clay pots in some places, but they're not cooking with the clay pots. They're cooking with steel. Why put a shloka after a pekan and no need to have a shower in Bengal? No, you said this, no? This. They're the rules of the society. Okay, rules of the society. Okay. But for Vaishnava, if the rules of the society, if the male person will go to the toilet, don't need to take a bath. But if ladies will go, still go just the toilet, have to, or even just go to the toilet place, need to bathe. And if you touch a lady who has gone to the toilet place, you also need to have a bath. I think you won't understand, you're just laughing, huh? So, Bengali society has so much conception about shaucha and ashaucha vichar. Conception about what is contaminated and what is not contaminated. In your village also this conception is there? Yes. Now also there is a little bit. About this clay pot thing, I don't know if people follow or not. So if someone maybe there was a death in the family or newborn baby in the family, so the house becomes impure, so they need to throw away the clay pots from the house and buy new clay pots to cook. In all houses, each house needs to buy at least 2-3 clay pots. They have 2-3 new clay pots. So then you put some ghee, and then with the fire you purify a new item. You don't understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying, if something is new, before using, like in kitchen stuff, for example, you put some ghee and put in the fire to make it clean, pure. So Nimai went to this place of these dirty clay pots or contaminated clay pots and sitting there. And Nimai said, and everyone said, Nimai, there is contaminated place. Why are you sitting on the contaminated place? And Nimai said, baby Nimai, well, I don't know if it's contaminated or not. You stop me from going to school? I don't know what is good or what is bad. How beautiful answer Nimai gave. If I would go to school and study, then I would know what is good or bad. If it's pure or impure, contaminated, not contaminated, I don't know. Everything is full of mud and like clay. In our body also. Like our body is a transformation of the earth also element, right? Isn't it? There's earth in the body. We have 5 elements or not? Earth, ether, air, fire, water. So our body is a transformation of all these 5 elements. We have also Mithila, means earth in our fire, in our body. We have water. Isn't it? So that's why you should drink a lot of water. Early in the morning, as soon as you wake up, drink water. 2 liters of water as soon as you wake up. Very beautiful. What is the difference between earth and sandesh? Because sandesh is a sweet, but also is a transformation of the earth. Sandesh is made of which element? The sweet. Rice and milk together. And sugar is coming from where? From the sugar cane. Sugar cane is coming from? Sugar cane is coming from where? From the earth. Everything came from earth. It's a transformation of the earth element. So Mahaprabhu started telling his mom all this tattva, this philosophy. If you'd send me to the school, then I will be able to understand if this place is pure and contaminated or not contaminated. When you're a kid, you're touching like stool foods at the same time. You don't have this knowledge, you don't care. I mean, you don't know. So Shachamata sent Nimai back to school. So then Gopal started becoming very naughty. Naughty, like for example, Nimai used to come to the girls who were worshipping Shiva. These girls were worshipping Shiva with many ingredients, especially on the banks of the Ganges. They're making a Shiva linga made of sand and worshipping him. You know, have you seen bata sand in Bengal? Here you can also get bata sand. That one, bata sand. That one you are throwing, Gurudev? The one that you threw? In that program in Bengal, Gurudev was throwing everyone, remember? A sweet, like a yellow one, flat. Remember? Flat and round. Sugar, yeah, sweet. Flat, it's like a cookie, but it's like a sweet, round, yellow. Gurudev was throwing it to us, remember? In the programs. So this is batasa, the name of the sweet. is a dry sweet, like a cookie kind of. So these girls were offering this to Shiva with bell of leaves also to the puja. And then baby Nimai, he used to sit where the Shiva was and said, worship me. He said, worship me. Why are you worshiping Shiva? Worship me. Brahma and Shiva are my servants. All of them are my servants. All demigoddesses, worship me. I gave you benediction. Mahaprabhu said, what do you want by worshipping Shiva? Why women worship Shiva? To get a good husband, wealthy. Mahaprabhu said, Shiva is my servant. Shiva, Ganga, Durga, they are all my servants. They are my servants, all of them. Worship me and I'll give you the benediction. You want a husband? Okay, I'll give you. Some girls were afraid or shy, used to run away. So some used to give something to Nimai. Oh, maybe he's like possessed by some demigod or something. So some would run away and some would like give to him. Oh, this Nimai, son of Jagannatha Mishra, is very naughty. He's like... And then Mahaprabhu, baby Nimai, used to run behind them. If you couldn't catch them, Nimai used to curse them. Your husband, you will be old, you'll get an old husband. Understand? Without money. And then girls will come back very afraid and give everything to him. Please don't give me this curse. And give him the batasa and sandesh, these two sweets. So this kind of Lila he was doing. So sometimes they used to take the cloth of Shachima and crying, Mother, Noni, give me butter, give me butter. So she's saying, look at the condition of my baby Nimai. He woke up early in the morning and Nimai, baby Nimai, is holding the cloth of Mashach and saying, Mother, give me butter. And Mother Shach is saying, I am not a milkmaid woman. How can I get milk? I'm a Brahmin. How can I get butter? Sorry, I don't have butter in my house. Wait for the sunrise, right? After I will go to the house of the milkmaid and I'll get from the cowherd people butter. But Nimai says, I want it now. It was like still dawn, like no sunrise, still night. Time for a paran now, right? So Nimai started crying. I said, Mom, I'm hungry. So Nimai started to roll. Just a reminder to break the fast. Nimai said, what to do? That's why she's saying, oh, Navadvipa Vasas, look at this. My baby Nimai, he's waking up and holding my sari and asking for butter. I'm not a milkmaid. How can I get butter for him? What a big dilemma has come. So in this way, Nimai complains like a normal boy. One day, he woke up early in the morning. became triband-fold and started playing the flute. He became tribhang, triband-fold, and playing the flute. And she was like, what? Shachimata was thinking, this is my baby Nimai. How he's doing this? I heard in the Puranas that in the house of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna Rai came. Means Krishna. I heard in the Bhagavad Purana, I heard that in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna was triband-fold also playing the flute. My baby Nimai. Where did he get this flute from? Where did he get the bamboo? Is my Nimai the same Krishna? No, it's not possible. Krishna was born in a Vaishya kull, the dynasty of cowherd, but I am Brahmin. So amazing, incredible pastimes Nimai was performing. Sometimes Shachimata would become completely bewildered. Is my boy Nimai the same Krishna? No, it's not possible. But I heard in the Puranas that Krishna came in the house of Nanda Maharaj.
टाइम है अभी 6:10 है 6:10 का टाइम है सनराइज 6:10 देर आ रहा है ना दिल्ली में
Now it's time for paran. Okay, for one more minute here.
6-8 हो रहे
Everything will be okay. Because today in Delhi only 5 minutes to break Ekadashi, from 6:10 to 6:15. That's why. Only 5 minutes. So then Mahaprabhu started studying. Nimai started studying in the school. Nimai was very intelligent, so he was like defeating everyone in school because he was so intelligent. And then slowly, he became a teacher. He became a teacher very soon. So he was perfect expert. Paranga. Paranga means Nipun, expert in all the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads. How a baby knows so much? So they didn't know how Nimai knew so much. From Gita, Ramayana, Bhagavata, everything. And the Adi-khanda also it explains about the death of Jagannatha Mishra and also how Vishvarupa took sannyas. Sorry, after Vishvarupa took sannyas, before or after? Sorry, after. पहले संन्यास लिया और after Vishvarupa took sannyas, then Jagannatha Mishra left his body. This story is very touching. Vishvarupa took sannyas and Jagannatha Mishra also left the body. So Shachimata was sad. Mahaprabhu did Jalakili Vilas, taking his students and playing in the water. Small kids, they throw the water on each other. Mahaprabhu also did that. Coming to school and full of ink everywhere on his body. Then he used to come to the banks of the Ganges. The Brahmanas were quarreling each other, trying to curse each other, and then Mahaprabhu, Nimai, used to take water and spit on them. How do you call this in Hindi? Anyway, to spit with the water of the Ganges, and then they used to become so angry. So these are very beautiful pastimes of Mahaprabhu, Gaur Premanandi.
Sorry.
जल्दी पाओ, पहले आओ पहले पाओ, पहले आओ पहले पाओ।
एक मिनट है अभी पकड़ लेंगे।
Adi-khanda विलासे महंत Adi-khanda विलासे महारंभ असंगीत के जनो मूर्तिवंतो दंभ विद्याविलास महाप्रभु नव नए आदि प्रकाश करने उस समय नवद्वीप धाम
So Mahaprabhu also manifested the Navanyaya, new logic, this kind of knowledge. At the time, Navadvipa was the Oxford of India. You know the Oxford University of India, of England? It's respected all over the world. Navadvipa was the Oxford of India. You do know? Where is Oxford? Oxford is in the middle of England. Another city. It's another city, right?
Nearby London? No.
It's near to London or not? 1 hour and a half from London by train.
By train? How long? 1 hour for London.
1 hour and a half from London is Oxford University. What is the meaning? At that time, Navadvipa was the center of knowledge. Especially that place, Vidyanagar, where we go. There used to be the discussions of all knowledges there. And before that was Mithila. Like before being Navadvipa was Mithila. The Nabane was also taught there. Means the Nyaya Shastra, logic. And Kaun? Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu with the Navanyaya, he used to defeat everyone. He used to say some sutras that even great Panditas used to be defeated, used to get defeated. So he used to make the no become yes and the yes become no. Means what, like he could cut what was yes, like a positive, and what was positive he could make into negative. So much logic Mahaprabhu used to show. Even he used to defeat great Panditas. He was a kid. Mahaprabhu was a kid. He was 17 years old kid. And great Panditas of 80, 90 years old. Mahaprabhu, they used to come to the Mahaprabhu and so afraid.
How old is Mahaprabhu? कितने साल के थे Mahaprabhu?
Mahaprabhu was so intelligent. He used to defeat Panditas of 80. Even the Keshava Kashmir, who got the mercy of Saraswati Devi on his throat. He had so many mystic powers. Remember? Devabal, if you have the power of the demigods on you, like if their power is in you, who can defeat you? Devabalam Parambalam. The power of the demigods, the topmost power. Devabal. Like nowadays we see sometimes they say that some Devi Mata is in their body, or some ghost also comes in the body. Sometimes it's like true, sometimes not. Understand? Anyway, Devabal, Parabal. Nowadays, there's a lot of TV news about that. What is his name? Bageshwar Dham. Hanumanji ka jo hai. He challenges so many people. Nowadays, it is on the media a lot. Whatever media wants, he'll do. Sometimes media put some people up in the, like, very famous, or sometimes put people very low. Politics also. This is true or not? Anyway, what I want to say is that whatever. The power of the gods is the topmost power. If a demigod possesses one's body, who can defeat this person? But even Indrajit was conquered by Lakshman. He had the blessing of one Devi, Nikumbla. In the Ramayana you can see that Indrajit had the blessing of one Devi called he performed Nikumbala Jagga, fire sacrifice of Nikumbala. Nobody would be able to conquer him if he worshipped so much Devi, and in that moment Vibhishan brought Lakshman, and they attacked Indrajit in the middle of the fire sacrifice, and they stopped his fire sacrifice. Lakshman, have you watched this in Ramayana? Have you watched the Ramayana? She said, I don't remember. Yeah. So the power of the gods is the topmost power. It's nothing less. They take mystic powers from them gods and all, but this power of them gods won't work in front of God, like Supreme God Krishna. People, they show so many mystic powers and amazing things because they take this from the demigods, the blessings from demigods. But if you chant the mantra of Bhagavan, even the demigods won't come to you, won't defeat you or anything. They'll just come and do pranam to you and go. So with a lot of faith, you should chant the name of Krishna, the Krishna mantra. Nothing can go wrong with you. Just chant holy names with faith. If you chant holy names, all the graha planets, all this stuff will just do pranam to you. You must have this kind of faith. The Gopal mantra has potency or not? Yes. Mantaraj, king of the mantras, chant Gopal mantra. There's no mantra that can face Gopal mantra like he's the topmost, he's the king of the mantras. Even demigods come and do pranam. Even a Brahmastra, like nuclear bomb of Lord Brahma, he'll also do pranam to the Gopal mantra. Even Vishkisan and great yogis, like he used to only move his head, and from his dreadlocks fire was used to come. Vishkisan, all they used to run away from him. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, and with the strength of the Krishna mantra, Bhaktivinoda Thakur came and cut his hair and cut everything off, and then put him in the jail. So the devotees of Krishna, the pure devotees, nothing can conquer them. Even the demigods cannot do anything. Even a Brahmastra will do pranam to you and go back. Vibhishan also. Sorry, not Vibhishan. Kumbhakarna, the brother of Ravana. Kumbhakarna said, "Oh my brother, Rama is directly Narayana, Lord Vishnu, and you have taken the wife of Vishnu, kidnapped the wife of Vishnu. Nobody can face Vishnu." Kumbhakarna told Ravana, even Brahmastra won't work against Vishnu. Shivastra also not. Nothing will work against him. And you have kidnapped the wife of Vishnu. Beautiful logic that Kumbhakarna told Ravana. You have destroyed all our family. What is the solution? Like, bring her back. Send her back. Kumbhakarna said, brother, give her back. If Ravana gives one step forward, Ravana never steps back. Ravana told about himself. I never bow my head. I never even bow my head. What to say about sending her back? So beautiful example. So what I want to say with this is that Deva Bal, power of the gods. But the power of the gods, they get defeated in front of Vishnu. Even demigods, they do pranam. Because they think, imagine if Vishnu is unpleased. For example, oh demigods, you are troubling my devotee. Imagine if Vishnu says to the demigods, you are giving trouble to my devotee, so I'll take you away from your post. You're expelled from your position. Demigods, they have fear of losing their. So that's why the demigods, they don't put their influence over the devotees of Krishna, the pure devotees, the pure devotees of Vishnu. Even the demigods, they don't do anything towards them. And of course, Gaurachandra, Swayam Bhagavan himself. Keshav Kashmir came with his power and mystic powers and of blessings of Devi Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. She is the presiding deity of knowledge. He even conquered Saraswati. Before he used to speak anything, Saraswati used to come in his throat. So it wasn't him who was speaking. It was actually Devi Saraswati. Bak Devi, the Devi of speech. So who could defeat him? So he came to Navadvipa, where many Pandits used to debate. So the Pandits are thinking, let Nimai go. Or the Pandits, let Nimai go, let Nimai go. No, then they told this big Pandit, we are nothing. No, sorry, he said like, oh, first, like he said like, you're nothing. Please first speak to this boy in Navadvipa. So all the Pandits of Navadvipa, they told Keshav Kashmir, go first to Nimai, this boy. And it was the day of full moon, sunset. In the east, the moon had already risen. The circumstance was so beautiful, the environment. On the banks of the Ganges, Nimai brought his disciples and he was there, sitting. The water of the Ganges was so beautiful and pure. A very cold breeze was also flowing. Some waves in the Ganges flowing. So beautiful, kal. The water of the Ganges flowing. The water of the Ganges used to touch the shore and again continue moving. So beautiful. And in the east, the moon was rising. Reddish color. And this reddish color of the moon and of the horizon also reflecting the Ganga. So the first rays of the moon came. So the east was full of kumkum. The east is full of kumkum, like a pinkish color. And also the rays of the moon, they are also reflecting the water of the Ganges. So beautiful. And there Gaurachandra, Guru Sundar was there. Completely absorbed in Bhav. Discussing Shastra with his disciple. And then Keshav Kashmir arrived. Mahapandit conqueror of the whole world. He brought his army, army of pandits that used to conquer everyone. Horses, elephants, he also brought. He conquers everywhere. So he asked, what is Nimai? He didn't say Nimai Pandit because he thought, I am the only Pandit. No, everyone else is foolish. So he wouldn't say, where's Nimai Pandit? He just say, where's Nimai? He was very proud. Kashmir, where's Nimai? Someone said, oh, on the banks of the Ganges, that person sitting with his disciples. Is your name Nimai? Is your name Nimai? Mahaprabhu humbly said, yes, I heard that you're a great Pandit. Means, I heard you're a great foolish, Mahamurkha. I heard you're Mahapandit, huh? Means, actually, I heard you're Maha-foolish, Mahamurkha. I heard about you before. Mahaprabhu said, no. You are a great Mahapandit. I'm nothing next to you. I'm nothing compared to you. No, but you give classes. I just gave classes only to small kids and Shishu Shastra. No, Shishu Shastra is Shastra for babies. Just like infant babies. A for apple, B for bee, ball. Just like alphabet, like just some grammar. And very simple. And even I teach them, I don't even understand what I teach, and my students also don't understand what I teach. So Mahaprabhu very humbly said, I don't even understand. And my disciples also, I don't even know how much they understand of what I explain to them. Then Kashmir said, no, I heard you're very... So I want to debate with you. I want to see how is your approach in the Shastras. Approach to the Shastras. I heard you're a great Pandit. I heard you defeated many Pandits. Mahaprabhu very humbly said, I don't understand the Shastras. Actually, I just teach Shishu Shastra, Vyakara and grammar. So Mahaprabhu said, humbly he said, tell me some glories of the Ganga. You are a great Pandit. Of course I'm a great Pandit. Absolutely. I'm a great Pandit indeed. Mahaprabhu said, okay, tell me the glories of the Ganges then. In 1 second he recited 1,000 verses created by himself, explaining the glories of the Ganges. With the speed of 100 kilometers per hour, and the wind is like blowing non-stop. So he was also like this, speaking non-stop. 1,000 verses. Then Mahaprabhu said, wow, you are such a great Pandit. I'm feeling so happy. Mahaprabhu said, at least explain one verse to me. Which verse you want? And Mahaprabhu, the verses he spoke, he took one of the verses about the glories of the Ganges. Even then Mahaprabhu repeated the verse, and he was already completely shocked, the Pandit. I spoke everything so quickly, 1,000 verses. How did he remember one specific in between? You read the Gita 10 times and you still cannot memorize the verse. Dharma Kitri, Dharma Kitri, Kurukitri, Kurukitri. Trying to learn one verse from the Gita. Even this first verse you forget. Dharma Kitri, and then what? What is the next part? Oh, Kurukitri. Is this true or not? And? But so Keshav Kashmir was thinking, What? I didn't speak the verses. He was thinking, who spoke the verses was not me. It was directly the presiding deity of knowledge, Saraswati. The sloka just came from out of my mouth. How does he remember one in between? Mahaprabhu is nothing less. Mahaprabhu knows everything. No problem. You speak amazingly, so maybe some people also have some power in remembering. They can be like the one time they hear something and they remember forever. Like my Gurudev is saying, Shiva-worshipping Maharaj. If he saw a shloka one time, just looking at the shloka like this and I already remember. So Gurudev used to say, actually one time, I myself asked the Gurudev, how many verses you know? Tell me. He said, look, if for 7 days and 7 nights, I used to speak speak continuously all the verses till I wouldn't finish. He was the Gaudiya dictionary. He knew so many verses by heart. He had so much power of remembering. He even knew the page number in which book that verse is available. Even the number of the shloka we forget. Even in which edition that present, in which year the book was published, where. So he saw the book like this one time, and just like looking like this, like roughly looking, going through the pages and already. In the appearance of Gurudeva, his Vyasapuja in Navadvipa. I only went to one Vyasapuja of Srila Maharaj in my life. In the appearance day of Srila Maharaj in Navadvipa. At that time, the disciple of Prabhupada, last disciple of Prabhupada, Santa Maharaj, he came in the Vyasapuja of my Gurudev, in the Vana Gaurya Mart. And that year, there was a plane hijack. Sequestro de avião. Plane hijack in 98. In 98, there was a 98 plane hijack. Thieves taking the airplane on the sky. 98 or 99, that was the year. So, actually, the flight before mine was hijacked. There were 2 planes coming, 2 airplanes, coming to Navadvipa, to Calcutta. Kathmandu to Calcutta. And my plane flew, it took off, and the plane, that 10-15 minutes later, another plane took off. So my plane actually took off before. And the plane that took off 10 minutes after mine, it was hijacked, taken by bad people, thieves. So when I arrived in Calcutta, we heard that the plane had been hijacked. And I had just landed in Calcutta. So we got the news. And people were searching the plane. Where is the plane? Imagine if I was in that plane. So that year, now you can remember, Kaun year? 98. 98. He's saying 24th December, 1998. 24th. So it was there was a puja of my Gurudev Vishvarupa Maharaj, and I went in that festival in Navadvipa. So I brought a book. I have a book from Gurudeva, Bhagavad Gita from Srila Dvarakadshisha Maharaj. I gave him. What's the book? And also Garga Samhita. Gurudeva just did like this with the books. So our Gurudeva gave Vamana Maharaj these books. It's like a scan. Like if somebody would give him a book, he would just open like this, and that's it. Amazing, like a scan. He would scan the book. He had so much remembrance power, memory. This is true. He told me all the books in his room. Have you read all the books? He said, take any book there, any book on the shelf. Ask me any book. And he used to say, what's in the book? This is amazing. Okay. We read a little bit of the book, this and that. Okay. But if someone gives him a book, at that time he's already scanning and that's it. Supernatural. Amazing. He also could tell you where the book was published. You know, in the beginning the information is there. Published, when it was published. Everything he used to say. Even each year was edited, where Barampur edition in Bengal, like all the information about the book. Any verse. Page number also he could tell you. Shloka, edition, page number, everything. He had so much memory power. Time's up, huh? So Gauravachandra Mishra was surprised. I spoke everything so quickly. How Mahaprabhu remembers one verse in between, like one of the book verses I spoke. Mahaprabhu said, look, you can speak quickly many verses, but some people might also be Shrutidhar. That's no big deal. It's no big deal. Some people have good memory. That's it. Okay. So Mahaprabhu chose one verse, and they're discussing one verse. There's no fault in my verse. It's only qualities. Mahaprabhu very humbly said, if you allow me to, if you give me instruction, I can tell you some of the qualities and the faults of the verse you told. My verse has no fault, only quality and quality, because he had confidence. It's not me who is speaking. Who is speaking is Devi Saraswati. So there's no chance of any mistake being there. But Mahaprabhu found 5 qualities and 5 faults in his verse, according to the grammar, according to the Alankara Shastra. Mahaprabhu showed the mistakes, faults. Sorry, the faults. And so all the disciples of Mahaprabhu's disciple clapping. Mahaprabhu said, look, he's a pandit. You should honor him, don't make fun of him. Mahaprabhu told his disciples. And Keshav Goswami got really upset. Very embarrassed. Then Mahaprabhu said, now it's too late, let's tomorrow continue. Maybe you're tired, or let's discuss Shastra tomorrow, no problem. So during the nights, Keshav Goswami chanted the mantra to worship Saraswati. Chanted Saraswati mantra, and Devi turned up and said, Devi, I have crossed big oceans, but then in a small puddle, like a small water, like I crossed big oceans, like I defeated so many panditas, but you make me drown in a small puddle, small water, like not deep water, very little bit water. Like Nimai is a kid, like so young, and he doesn't even know big shastras, like very simple knowledge. And then Saraswati said, Keshav Goswami, you don't know, this boy is actually directly Bhagavan. We are gods and demigoddesses. How can we go near him? He's my Lord. He's Sakshat Bhagavan, directly God. We are all servants, his servants. How can we near the Lord? We are very humble. You are very fortunate, Devi Saraswati said. You are very fortunate because you had a darshan of Krishna. Go early in the morning and surrender yourself to his lotus feet. You're very fortunate. So by the mercy of Devi, Keshav Kashmir early in the morning came to Mahaprabhu and apologized. Their beautiful teachings. Mahaprabhu said, hey Brahman, give up all this name, fame and reputation. Give up and worship Krishna. What is the fruit of the knowledge? Having bhakti to Krishna. Otherwise, you're not getting anything. Savidya Tanmatiri Jaya. Real knowledge or fruit of knowledge is to have your mind in God. This fruit of knowledge will not come with you after that. It's only name, fame, reputation, that's it. Wealth, money, name, fame, reputation, but in the end you cannot get anything. And everything will stay back in this world when you give up your body. You need to go to different places to take birth as hogs and dogs. It's not at all. In the next life I'll surely get a human body. Maybe even if you're a pandit as a human being, in this life you can be a dog next life just barking, bow, bow, bow. It's true or not? Yes, it's true. Or when you become a dog, you'll be able to also debate the scriptures like a pandit. No, you just run after cars and like barking, bow, bow, bow. And if the wheels of the car will come on you, you'll die like a dog. So many dogs die on the road because of this. They become chutney, dog chutney. Early in the morning, if you take the car and you go, at least 8 or 10 dogs will run after you on the street barking. They think the car is something like a piece of food or something. Some dogs, they even run away like 100 meters barking, bub, 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 behind the car and trying to catch the car. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. So you became a pandit, then what? What then? Then next life you'll be born as a dog? That Maharaj, what is his name? Bharat Maharaj, for example, had to take birth as a deer. He became a deer. So there's no guarantee that in the next life you'll get the human body. Do you understand? So do Krishna bhajan. If you do Krishna bhajan, then you have one guarantee. At least in the next life, you will get a human body. Because Krishna promised in Bhagavad Gita, if you stop the process of yoga before attaining perfection, next life you get. If you haven't done offense, to the feet of Vaishnavas and you have 100% guarantee, next life you will get certainly a human body. And high birth in the pure family, wealthy family, a rich family, Brahmin family, then there will be no obstacles for you to do Krishna Bhakti. So much money. Seva Thakurji to as much as you want you can serve to Thakurji. Do you understand? Chanting holy names. A lot of service. Like Ambarish Maharaj. You put all your servants to do everything and you yourself only chanting Hare Krishna. This is what Ambarish Maharaj used to do. How he used to rule such a huge kingdom with ministers and everything. Bhagavan will arrange people come to help you out. Isn't it? When time will come, these kind of things will happen. You see, Srila Maharaj, how he preached in the whole world. By the desire of the Lord, rich people came. Rich people joined the Hare Krishna movement because of the desire of God. Intelligent people, everyone got joined. Do you understand? There was no lack of intelligent people, no lack of money. That's why he preached so much and publishing so many books. And Srila Swami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, this is his charisma. No other acharya did like this. Is it how much charisma he had? Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Actually, he had also so many disciples that were very rich and intelligent. Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Maharaj, Bhakti Pramodapuri Maharaj. Each one of them was best than the other. Like all of them were so rich and intelligent, and that's why he preached everywhere. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. For preaching, you need two things: one, manpower, people, and money power, money, and God will send. God will inspire people to help. This is amazing. This is amazing. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. You can see how his associates came from different places and just joined the mission. And he preached so much. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj also we see. Everyone joined the mission. They did come for the inspiration of God. Because of the inspiration of God. So we want to preach. You want to preach? Yeah, we're trying. We're trying, true. We're all of us, we are trying, endeavoring. But when the desire of Bhagavan, then he inspires people. That's why you should not be how to say, upset, not motivated. No, you should be always motivated, enthusiastic. How it happen? How we're gonna do? By the desire of God, people will just come and start helping and like this. When time comes, time is very powerful, Time is very powerful. So don't be afraid. We're endeavoring, we're doing our part. We're trying. When the desire of Lord is there and desire of Gurudeva, then that will take place. If he doesn't want, then no problem. You just try, you just endeavor. All the disciples should be enthusiastic. Not like Beja Biral. Wet cat? When the cat is wet in the water, the wet cat is like, a cat becomes like very silent and like all contracted. No, you should be always enthusiastic. Utsahaya Nishchaya Dirja. I saw in the internet one bear. I even put that video on Facebook. The bear which is trying to climb the mountain, and there's a baby bear trying to follow his mom. Then baby bear is going on top of the mountain, and then 100 meters down. Again, trying again up. Because there's ice. Have you seen this video? There's a song also very beautiful behind. Beautiful video. And the bear is coming up, again down. Mother took the baby bear and put him upstairs. Up in the mountain completely. But because of the ice, the baby bear slid down, like from up to down. He fell. Have you watched this video? And there's a song also behind, so nice, a kirtan. But in the end, the baby bear was able to go up and then following behind his mom. Have you watched this video? We should be enthusiastic like this. You're not alone. Ram is with you. Just endeavor, just try. This song, what is the song in this video? What is the kirtan? Hindi kirtan, I don't know. Yes, it was a Hindi kirtan behind. Beautiful. Very appropriate for the video, that song. The kirtan and the video were completely in sync, sync. Because the bear was trying to go up. And then he was falling down. Because his mom had left him just up almost in the mountain. Because mom bear took him and brought him almost to the top of the hill. But because of the ice, he fell down from his sliding down. He slid down the mountain. And But after the baby bear tried again and coming up like this. What is the song? Put the song. Without the kirtan. But I put in my internet, means in Gurudev's Facebook, many times I put Gurudev saying, this is true. Time is very powerful. Just search Facebook Watch. Facebook Watch. But okay, after you search. Time is very powerful. When the desire of the Lord is there. Preaching is like this. By the mercy of Mahaprabhu, when the mercy is there, when Mahaprabhu wants, he makes all the arrangements of all the circumstances. For example, Bhaktivedanta Maharaj tried so much after taking sannyasa. He went to Jhansi, many places, but nothing happened. And then he thought, no, I won't be able to preach. I'll just sit in Radhamodar and do bhajan. I'll do some English translations of the Gita and that's it. But you see, when time came, isn't it? Srila Gurudev also took him and then they met and everything, all this. Anyway, then it was arranged for him to go to Western countries. He never even thought of going abroad. Somebody gave him the tickets in that that was not by airplane, but on the ship. So he went in the ship to America, and for 1 year also he was going here and there in America. Even for 1 year he couldn't. He tried but couldn't be successful. It's mentioned in his life history. He thought maybe for almost 1 year he was trying without any success. Who will understand my Indian accents? No one understands my Indian accent. He wrote a letter to Srila Gurudev Maharaj. Because of my Indian accent, I know that how many percent? 70%. They don't understand 70%. They only understand 30% of what I say. Still they come to me and sit down, he told Srila Narayana Maharaj. 70% of what I say, they don't understand. You know, in all the letters that Swami Maharaj sent to Srila Narayana Maharaj, the one letter mentions this. Still they're coming, even though they don't understand everything they say. And then slowly, he came to New York. He thought, okay, I'll go back to India. The Indians here are not so respected. Indians in America weren't respected. Like, for example, the family who was hosting him was not so much into bhakti. The Indian family that hosted him in the beginning was not so much into bhakti or not so much respecting him or something. So he was like struggling, to... And then he came to New York, so he thought, oh, I'd better go back. Thompson Square Park. So he went to the Thompson Square Park and started chanting. Shut and chanting. I go to this park also. Until now, I go to this park and there's a tree where Swami Maharaj used to sit and we do pranam there. There's a small sign, like some board, small, explaining that was the tree. And now all the hippies came. Shamarani Didi, Tamal Krishna Maharaj, all of them. They used to smoke cigarette and on the other hand LSD. Boyfriend, girlfriend, according to that country. Hippies and drunk with boyfriend and girlfriend. They didn't even understand. They didn't understand what Swami Maharaj was saying. They were just like drunk and dancing. But look, by the desire of God, they completely surrendered to the feet of Swami Maharaj. They left everything. This is charisma. Charisma. If God wants, that's it. And in not many days, he made so many centers, so many books he printed out. In 10 years, How many temples? 106 temples. 106 temples. So before Swami Maharaj came, so many also people from Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada also had come to Western countries. Like Bhakti Hriday Ban Maharaj, he has a temple in Vrindavana also. There was no one so knowledgeable as like him. He was so intelligent. In 7 days, he completely learned the German language and he was giving lecture to great. Is giving lecture in German language to the royal family even and to very high class people from society in Germany. So even his preaching was not that so much successful like the preaching of Swami Maharaj. Like Swami Maharaj was so much more successful. So Pandita is not enough. It's not enough language or not enough knowledge. It's the mercy of Guru and Bhagavan. Mercy of Mahaprabhu. And charisma also, you're saying? Charisma? So charisma also is like the miracle. It's a miracle. So this is the miracle. Charisma, Gurudev is saying, is actually means miracle. So he built 108 temples. And in so many languages. They translating books in one language, another language. There's no language in the earth. All his books. Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, not translated in all the languages. Without the mercy of Mahaprabhu, this is not possible. Mahaprabhu himself said, by my mercy, Sankirtan Dharma can be preached. When we hear about the previous acharyas, we have to be enthusiastic. Not without motivation. How do you say without motivation? You have to have motivation. Utsaha nishchaya darjat. Always enthusiastic. Why do we hear again and again and glorify about the acharyas' histories? Because you have to get inspiration. Not like a wet cat. Don't be like a wet cat. Like a wet cat. Don't become like a wet cat. You should be enthusiastic. If the desire of Lord, then it will happen. If not, no problem. We don't want any name, fame, reputation. If the desire of Lord, that will happen. Otherwise, no. What is the problem? So all the duty of all disciples should be enthusiastic. Continue doing. Preach, continue preaching. Do your own bhajan and also engage others in bhajan as well. This is the Mahaprabhu told, one day in all villages, everywhere, my name will be preached. So Gurudev Srila Maharaja also traveling in his life. So many obstacles came in his life, but still, he preached everywhere. We should read about this life's histories of acharyas. Acharya Charitra, the character of the previous acharyas, how they have preached. Otherwise, the first problem, and you're like doubting, oh, maybe this guru is not good, going here and then start going here and there. You'll never get perfection in your life. You must have nishtha in your guru and just preach. Have nishtha in your guru and chant holy names. It's do or die. In the first problem already, you're like, oh, giving up. Maybe this guru is not proper. What would you do if guru proper or not? If God gives inspiration, He will send, and you do. No, sorry, Gurudev, can you repeat this? If any first problem comes, then you're already thinking this guru is bona fide or not, and then what? By the desire of God. Can you repeat this? First, I have nishtha in the guru. Oh, sorry. You must have nishtha in the guru. Sometimes I become angry. one boyfriend, then you give up one boyfriend going to another girlfriend, boyfriend. Guru is not like your boyfriend. You give up one guru, then going to another guru. Like you should not treat guru as you treat your boy, like these are changing boyfriends and girlfriends. No, you should have a lot of nishtha in the guru. Do you understand? Enthusiastic and should have this steadiness. And first, oh, what will happen in my life if my guru fall down, lay down, lock down? What will happen? And you also will meet some evil people that will make you doubt your guru. They will put this doubt in your mind. So this kind of evil people, you'll meet them, and they'll try to make you doubt your guru. Your guru is not good. My guru is good. Come always stay on my guru. Huh? No benefit of going here and there. There's no benefit. Have nishtha in your guru. Ekanishta, one-pointed. If your guru is bona fide. I say, give up Sahaji and Sakibeki. These gurus are not proper. But if your guru is Madhya-khanda, according to your conception, but the Kanishta doesn't even know who is a Madhya-khanda, okay? If you say, no, I have knowledge of the Shastra, this and that, okay. According to your conception, if the guru is Madhya-khanda, still, you should never give up him. If that guru follows all the good behaviors and all, you should serve under his guidance. Do you understand or not? No, your guru is not proper. My guru is good. Then your mind will be contaminated. That's why you should have your mind fixed. Chant holy names, chant japa mantra, holy names, and preach. Preach the message of Mahaprabhu in all the places and villages of the world. One day my name will be known everywhere. Preach the message of Mahaprabhu. Do your own bhajan and also engage others in bhajan. Do you understand? Enthusiastic. It's do or die. Gaur Premanand.
Jai Srila Gurudeva ki Jai.